Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we'll be talking clean beauty, anti-aging skincare, and I'll be interviewing beauty expert Misia to find out all the different ways that we can help. Now if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen me raving about the spa treatment I had here at Soothe Skin the other day. In fact, I was so impressed and got so many tips about skincare from the owner that I decided to come back today and interview her so I can share all those tips with all of you too. So I'm joined by the lovely Misia. Thank you so much for agreeing to chat with me.
You're welcome.
So as we spoke the other day, I was very much of the opinion that beauty products are centred around quite clever marketing, and I don't know about you guys, but it's very hard to know what to believe anymore. You agreed with me if you buy the wrong products. So what are the right products to buy that we should be using?
The right products very much depend on the client's lifestyle, the issues they're having with their skin, gut health, the food that they eat, so they all contribute to their skin health and the way they feel about themselves. So I usually start with quite an in-depth skin and lifestyle analysis, which gives me a really good indication of the tweaks that we can make to a person's skincare routine. A lot of people do arrive to me very disillusioned with the hundreds of products that they've tried that have never achieved the results that
it's
they want.
overwhelming, actually.
Absolutely, it is overwhelming. You just have to think a little and be a bit cautious and not to believe all the hype, because all products are not the same.
I should mention as well that Misia has very kindly offered to answer any of your questions or concerns that you might have about your own skin. So if there is something that's bothering you or that you'd like to know how to correct, or maybe you're just interested in skincare or going a bit cleaner with your own beauty, do let us know in the comment section your questions, and Misia will answer as many of those as she can get through.
I've gone to a lot of trouble to find beautifully clean, 100% naturally derived, organic, wherever possible products for my clients, because I've become very conscious of the toxic load that we're taking on a daily basis as well.
What do you find is the most common complaint women have about their skin?
Nowadays, it's growing older, unfortunately, which saddens me, I have to say, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with growing older. In fact, in my opinion, it's a superpower.
It is! I like that!
You know, we become more confident, we care less about what people think, our values and morals change. And
I so agree. We were talking about this recently actually on my channel, and I made a video specifically about being comfortable with who you are and being proud of the odd wrinkle or two, or the little tummy that you might be left behind with because you've had 3 children. And it is a process, I think, that I found I was much more comfortable in my skin once I got past 30.
It's great that people do have a place like this, really, because it's a safe place they can come without feeling the pressures that they're feeling from social media to perhaps do things they really don't want to do in their quest to look eternally young. And no one can look eternally 20. You know, I'm 50. If I looked 20, that would look odd.
But the nice thing we were talking about the other day is that you were saying you don't have to go to such drastic measures. There is another way. The
amount of money that a person spends on other cosmetic procedures could really be better put to encouraging and maintaining a better skin health, because if you're looking after your skin and it's radiant, it's vital, it's just looking really healthy, you immediately look younger. You immediately sort of give off that youthfulness. You're glowing, particularly if you have a positive mental attitude. You know, this is me, take me or leave me. That's far more attractive.
Absolutely.
It's your attitude towards aging that's so important, because if you're not looking after your skin health but still having, for example, toxins injected into your face, that area might not have a wrinkle or might not move. You're still aging.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're looking after your skin, you're holding it back. You're boosting collagen all the time rather than just letting it decline.
So what is the most common mistake you see women do time and time again with their skincare routine?
Firstly, not really understanding what their skin needs, choosing products that aren't suitable for them, and usually they're drying. So they usually got lots of sodium lauryl sulfate in, which are frothers. People like to feel clean when they wash their face. But inadvertently they're stripping their skin of the natural oils that it really needs to keep healthy, and the natural bacteria that it needs to keep healthy. So they lose a lot of moisture, they lose a lot of water through their skin, which causes dehydration, premature lines and wrinkling.
So it's all a knock-on effect that leads to that, to lead to that. So we've got to
Absolutely.
start back to basics and get it right from the very beginning.
Absolutely.
So how did you get into skincare in the first place?
Well, as a teenager, a young woman, I had a lot of trouble finding skincare that didn't really aggravate my skin. So I had red, angry skin all the time. And it was following an experience with high street dermatologically tested brand.
Mentioning their
names, they literally took burnt my face, and it took a long, long time to recover from it. And I would go back and say, look what's happening, because my skin was actually bleeding. And they said, it sometimes has to get worse before it gets better. It took a long time to recover from that, and in that process I started investigating ingredients. I set up Soothe 7 years ago because I wanted to offer an alternative, a natural alternative to what was happening on the high street, so with aesthetic procedures, Botox fillers, that kind of thing. And I wanted a safe haven for people who didn't particularly want to go down that route. But also, the experience is very important to me, because
You have the experience, so right. This is often what spas forget, is creating the whole experience is what we're after when we go to a spa. And it's an attack of all the senses, from what you hear, what you smell, what you feel, the movements you did. There was nothing sort of copy and pasted about it. You know, when you go to a spa and you can almost feel the next movement, you know what's coming in the routine next. The treatment that you gave me was just so different to anything I'd ever had before. It was quite a magical experience and I came away and I just was like, wow, that was amazing. You've really thought about every last little detail. So the treatment rooms, like you said, you've gone for a different theme in each of them as well.
Well, the room that I worked in for 7 years, I had to close it down for a few days because we had a honeybee
I'm scared
nest
of bees.
in the chimney, and they were coming through the little gaps of the fireplace in my room.
Not so good when you're doing a treatment.
No, not at all. So when we converted upstairs, I've turned that into an homage to the honeybees, so it's called the honeybee room.
That's so lovely.
With beautiful honeycomb sofa, the artwork we've got on the wall, to me feels like the fur of a bee.
Yes.
One of the rooms is called terracea, which represents layers of the earth, but also the sandstone that Nottingham is built on.
Yes.
So everything you see is made up of layers.
There's just that lovely calming effect, and that you can see how important the interior was to you as much as the treatments and the products that you're using. So I had a particular treatment planned, but the joy of coming to a spa like this is that you meet Misia and she takes one look at your skin and goes, actually maybe we'll do this is what your skin needs. So I don't actually know what I had done. Can you tell everybody what was the treatment I had?
You actually had a lovely sort of medi-spa treatment called the Janaea Super Facial.
Okay.
But we combined that. We always had a touch of bespoke anyway, so we combined that with movements that we don't do on everybody, so I tend to go with what I feel and sense from you.
It seems quite spiritual. You're quite a spiritual
Yes,
person.
very, very. And my girls will tell you that I'm really particular. Really particular. So no.
In what sense particularly?
Everything has to be perfect.
Yeah.
And all geared towards the client, even from how the bed sheet is folded to what the room
Is she a
looks
little
like.
OCD? But that's because you've got such passion for it and care for your clients that you want them to have that magical experience that I had.
Yeah.
Now Misia's selected a few different products that she used on me the other day that I fell in love with. I've linked all the products that we're talking about in this video in the description box below. So at the end of this video, if you would like to go over and have a look at those products and read about them for yourself, then the links are there for you. So during the facial I had the other day, Misia used a range of products called Team Dr. Joseph. Now I hadn't heard of them before, but I must admit my skin felt amazing. So could you tell me about some of the products that you used on me?
Well, Team Dr. Joseph are very much plant-based, and they have a little bit of a folklore background story to them as well, which is lovely. But the two products I think you fell in love with were the Age Repair Miracle Drops and the Ultra Intense Hyaluronic Age Repair Cream.
So start with the drops. So does that go, because I always get confused about the order that things are supposed to go on. So when would you use the drops?
Oil-based drops are quite versatile, so you can either use the oil on its own as a serum or a treatment nighttime serum, or you could add a couple of drops to your moisturiser.
Okay.
But I generally apply it after cleansing and toning.
Yeah.
I use it as a serum, let it sink in a little bit, and then I apply my moisturiser on top of it.
Why do you particularly find that oil so good?
It contains Kalahari melon, which is a potent antioxidant. But it also contains paracress, which is it has a natural Botox effect, so it helps to smooth the skin naturally.
And is that something that builds up over time, or do you notice it after the first couple of uses?
But you'll notice a change in the quality of your skin quite quickly because of the natural affinity these formulations have with the skin. But constant usage, continual usage, you'll see fast improvement in your skin quality over time. Yeah.
And I loved the feel of the hyaluronic, which I can never say, age repair cream. So again, is that all about the ingredients?
It is indeed plant-based hyaluronic acid, so it's not synthetically made. And carefully selected, most of these are exclusive to us. It's jam-packed full of antioxidants, obviously, which fight free radical activity, which causes accelerated aging.
I think I need to buy these two products because the effect on my skin, it just looked amazing. Well, I will put the footage from stories up so you can see how glowing my skin felt and hopefully looked after my treatment when you use those products.
You can tell as well when you apply something on a person whether their skin is falling in love with it. And I often ask a client, you know, how does your skin feel? Your skin should feel as if it's saying to you, oh, thank gosh for that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Last.
And this product here is a different brand, Sapai, is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
Decaf Eyes. Now this is the product that Misia gave me a sample, and I tried it, skeptical, I must admit, and I noticed the difference the first time I tried it. It definitely reduced the puffiness around my eyes.
Yeah.
And it's got some sort of fat-eating ingredient in there.
Yes, again, very specific formulations that actually do something. They do keep their promises because these are scientifically backed.
How refreshing. So don't forget, I will link all the products that we featured today in the description box below so you can find them after this video. So as a final note, what would be your one secret tip that you would say all women who may be curious about clean beauty and organic anti-aging skincare, what's your secret tip for them?
I think my tip would be find someone who really understands your skin. And go and talk to them and ask me. I think it's really important that someone spends the time getting to know you and can completely make a plan for you.
Thank you so much for chatting with me. I really wanted to get across your passion for skincare and helping your clients, and also the feeling of how I felt coming to the spa for a treatment and all the beautiful products that you have in your collection. Don't forget, Misia is going to be online on my channel to answer your questions or any concerns you might have about your skincare. So don't forget to leave a comment below and Misia will answer as many of those as she can get through. I will be back on Sunday with another fashion video for you, so hopefully I shall see you back here then. Take care.